Young in Love.
Hello guys, what's up? How's your December going? Hope you're having fun. Well, it's almost over. All the dirty December people and Bambiala January. Anyways guys, this is going to be a recap. You guys asked and I'm delivering. A recap of all the episodes in 2019. In episode 1, it was about slay queens or homelies, and we asked a few young guys who they'll take home to mama. You know, many of them wanted a mix between the homelies and the slay queens. And many listeners, especially ladies, did not like that. You know, they wanted the guys to pick a struggle. Tell us what you really want. You can't be wanting this. You can't be telling us to be here and be there at the same time. So like, just pick a struggle. Some ladies like the party life and are still homely, but it's almost as if the two qualities are mutually exclusive. I don't agree with that. In my opinion, I feel that a lady can be a fine mix, you know, of a slay queen and a homely. And again, in my opinion, I feel that ladies should feel free to be whatever it is they want to be. If you're a slay queen, own it, you know, and definitely you'll find a guy who likes you that way. If you're a homely person, feel free and be homely. Don't feel pressured into acting a role that you're not wired to play. In episode 2, we discussed some of the things that guys do that ladies find really annoying. And on the list, one of them was starting random conversations, you know. You're in a keke, and I think that's why we talked about keke foundation. You're in a keke, you're in a bus, and you just see a pretty lady and suddenly you want to start talking to her. Hello, fine girl. What is your name? How are you? You look beautiful. This it. Guys, come on. You guys need to stop that. You make ladies very uncomfortable when you're doing that. We do not like it. I mean, I've heard that some people, you know, meet their spouses in that kind of manner, but I tell you the truth, majority of the ladies don't want to have conversations like that. Don't force it. I mean, if it flows naturally, fine. By all means, converse. But if not, please don't force a conversation while you're commuting. Stalking, please don't follow ladies around. It's creepy, it's scary. Approaching a lady like she's a potential employer. Nah, guys, don't do that. You know, in that episode, there was this guy who went to the lady and was like, my name is this, I work with Sterling Bank, I'm the PA to the CEO. That was all he had to say to the lady. Why do you have to tell her that? Are you like advertising yourself? Don't do that. Some ladies would think that you're coming across as arrogant and all of that. So what? Is she supposed to trip for you because you're the PA to the CEO of Sterling Bank? No, guys, don't do that. Now, telling a lady, I'll see what I can do, when you honestly know that you can't help at the moment, guys. If a lady approaches you for help and you've scanned yourself, you know, and you're unable to help at that point, please don't say, I'll see what I can do. It's very disappointing to a lot of ladies to hope and depend, and then in the end you disappoint. If you can't do anything, be honest so she can make other plans, okay? And I think that was how we wrapped it up for episode 2. Don't pester a lady if she's not interested. Just move along. In episode 3, we turned the tables, and this time we had 2 young men tell us the things ladies do which they find really annoying. As always, you know, we have different strokes for different folks. And topping the list in that episode was extreme jealousy. Guys don't like it when their girlfriends are being extremely jealous. I remember Benga then said, even when his phone will ring, and maybe not ring, just low battery, the girlfriend will be like, who is low battery? I mean, of course, that was an exaggeration, but you know what he's saying. Give your man some space and don't nag. Men don't like when you nag. I think nagging might be relative, but on their list, they said they don't like nagging. Sulking instead of communicating. I think Chimoge said that. He said, don't sulk. If you want something, he's not a wizard to read your mind and know exactly what it is you want. As a man, they want you to communicate. If you're a lady, communicate with your man. Tell him what you want, you know, and then eating too much. Benga said this, don't tear his ATM card on a first date. Please don't do that. Be moderate. But Chimoge had a different opinion, of course. That was for episode 3. And for episode 4, we discussed the motivation for Nigerians finding love abroad. Topping the list was poverty. I think many Nigerians want to find love abroad because it's an extreme sport, surviving in Nigeria. And when you find love abroad, there's that assumption that this guy or this lady abroad has all the money, and that leads us to financial security. You know, when you find love abroad, then the dollar is there, the pounds and all of that. So you're probably never going to beg for bread. And then the thrill of having an abroad boo, telling your friends, oh, my boyfriend is coming back to marry me. And I'm sure some of you have friends who got married this Christmas by abroadians. Guys, I'd like to hear all of it. We have a page on Instagram. I'd like to read your comments. We have a page on Facebook as well. Just search for Young in Love Podcast with Keziah or Young in Love with Keziah. I think with due diligence, both Nigerians and abroadians can ascertain the sincerity of their partner. So I think someone asked, how do I know how sincere a guy is in Nigeria who is professing love to me as a lady in the abroad? Just do your due diligence. I think that was what we agreed. If you do your due diligence, then you should know how sincere someone is. But guys, how's it in your area though? Now that the season is over, the Christmas stuff, and were you taken by an abroadian? Tell me. tell me. Are you an abroadian and did you marry that love of your life from Nigeria? I'd like to hear about it. Please don't forget to subscribe to this podcast, give it a thumbs up, write your recommendations, your reviews. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Radio Public, Overcast, Pocket Cast. Feel free to choose your preferred listening platform. So guys, I want you to stay tuned for the very first episode in 2020. It's going to be a shocker. Stay tuned though, don't miss it. It's going to be released on the 1st of January 2020. You can find it where you can find it. I'll see you next we meet. Bye and be good.
Young in Love.